I was your typical average little girl. Always smiling, engaging with friends and family, and always curious. This all changed when I walked into my kindergarten classroom. I became shy, unwilling to learn, and I felt uncomfortable in a classroom setting. I guess you could say I wasn't really a school person. I wouldn't engage in classroom activities, I dreaded doing classroom assignments, and I never felt a connection with the other students. Luckily, I went to a wonderful school with great teachers who were eager to help me to come out of my shell. After conferences with my teacher and parents, numerous assessments, and tons of feedback, I started to change. My greatest memory of grade school is the extravagant portfolio that we had to create. This portfolio was an overview and conclusion of what we learned throughout the school year. In this portfolio, I included my most improved piece of work, my most revised piece of work, my most meaningful piece of work, and reflections to go along with each assignment. This was my favorite memory at the time because I got to reflect on the school year and I saw how much I had improved and what I still needed to work on. So it is safe to say that classroom assessment is a huge asset to teaching. After taking Dr. Gladstone's 506 class, I was even more convinced that assessment is very important. Let's start off with the role of assessment. There are 3 types: pre-assessment, formative assessment, and summative assessment. It is important to know when and how to use these types of assessments for your students. Next, it is important for a teacher to know what their learning targets are going to be. Depending on the grade level, all teachers should be aware of the state and Common Core standards based on the student's performance. As far as formative assessment, the teacher should start off by gathering and interpreting evidence of student learning. This can be done through structured exercises such as oral questioning, informal observation, and homework and quizzes. Next comes the feedback and what instructional adjustments can be made. I have learned that feedback is extremely important when it comes to teaching. When creating an exam, teachers have many options to choose from. Some options include selected response assessments such as multiple choice, matching, and binary choice. As with everything, these forms of assessments have their advantages and disadvantages. Then there are constructive responses such as short answer, completion, and essay. Throughout this class, we have used rubrics for every assignment. Not only were we graded on a rubric, but we had to create rubrics ourselves. I can honestly say I never realized how helpful these things were. They truly are a great way of staying organized for assessment. Performance assessment is huge. Overall, I am very satisfied with my decision to take this class as one of my first graduate classes. It has prepared me to become a smart grader and to efficiently assess my future students. Without proper assessment and feedback, I probably wouldn't have blossomed the way I did during my school years. But look at me now. I am an educated graduate who is pursuing her master's in teaching.